Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode number 44. I'm Proton. We are picking up at the beginning of turn 112. We are playing a standard faction of the Unfallen on Endless difficulty in a normal speed game. I did some counting off screen and determined there are roughly about 210 nodes to that are entwinable in the galaxy, roughly. Whether they be star systems or dust clouds or whatever. And of those, I have entwined about, I think 63 was the count. So I have about 150-ish to go. Things that I can control or entwine with my Vine ships. Right now I have 3 Vine ship fleets. So far in this turn, all I've done was click next turn. Next turn and then move all fleets. So what we're going to do in this turn is we're going to continue entwining. Horatio has asked me to stop entwining, and my answer to them is no. Let's see, they proposed the usual treaty. Okay, so we'll be invading. You see United Empire is down to just 2 systems. Zhuyin is no troops, and I think we pillaged it already, I think. So we'll probably just be invading it and occupying, I think. Baton is, we're going to be sieging it down. And so anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that, and then we'll go. Right now we're at war with both United Empire and the Cravers. And the Alliance of 4 is at war with the Vodjani, and they have a peace agreement, a ceasefire with the United Empire at the moment. And United Empire has, so it looks like that, and for the Vodjani it's like that, and for the Cravers it's like that. They have a truce with the Alliance as well. Okay, so we're invading at Zhuyin. Let's just go ahead and get that rocked out. Gonna go Gorilla. Excuse me. We're coming off a fresh computer reboot and game reload, so hopefully it'll run smoothly.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives, the Protectorate has a proposal for you.
They've gotten kind of weird with their demands lately, or their request for alliance. They're wanting my technologies and stuff. Yeah. Just not interested, man. I don't think there's an offer they could make that would be good enough. Yeah, there's nothing to pillage here, basically, so we must have recently pillaged it. Okay, so we got Zhuyin. Let's check it out. We got a few things here built. All of the planets are colonized, so that's good. And we'll build all the stuff, put all the stuff in the queue off camera. Alright, let's see, is there anything to explore here? There is. Ground battle remains. Maybe we'll get something cool. see, what is there here? '60 science. Speaking of science, let's take a look at this. Okay, so we must have completed our research that we had queued, which would have been something down here. I believe it was this one. Excuse me. So we're at 80, almost 81,000 in research. So we had some surplus left over after completing, I think it was this one, ontological reverse engineering. So we're going to start researching Genius of the Endless. And then we'll pick up interstellar windshields. So we completed that. So we need 3 over here to be able to get this one. Wealth of the Endless, 15% more fidzy and minus 20% dust inflation and 40% star system trade value. All of those are great, right? Might of the Endless is definitely nice, right? Troops health damage, troop capacity on Empire, and plus 3 more attack. Command points. So to get that, I need these 2. And that would give me Power of the Endless, plus 1 fidzy, and plus 20 approval. So I would say the next 5 techs I'm going to get are probably going to be in this tier. After knocking out interstellar windshields, because this one gives us extra population slots on gas and gas planets and anywhere where we have lunar anomalies. Okay, so I would say things to get are going to be chlorophyll chemistry so that we can do super biofuel factories, and nano aquaculture for increased influence production. Even though we have a huge amount, we may end up starting to run some laws that are more expensive, and those are just the 2 that are useful in that tier that will unlock the ability to do this one. And then for military, I think what we're going to do, we're going to go with the one that's command points. And we're going to do the one that does troop health and damage. And a unique improvement, another 1,500 troop capacity. That one's going to go on Koyasil, right? And that'll be an extra 150 industry. So that'll go on my home system. And then I'm thinking probably this one. I'm thinking hypergear. And here's why. Is I think I might end up building invasion ships. I think it's possible, like whether I'm going to be fighting against, let's say Horatio is cool and allows me to keep these vines here, even though he's already asking me to remove them. Let's say he doesn't go to war over it and allows me to keep them without fighting. Then I'm going to need military fleet because I'm going to entwine all the way over here. And so let's say the Lumeris are cool with it too, right? Then I'm going to end up having military fleet because I'm going to be invading these Craver systems. I'm going to take down the Cravers, right? That's going to be a thing that's going to happen. So I'm going to need military for that. If Horatio decides he's not cool with it and he wants to go to war over the fact that I'm entwining everything, then then I'm going to need military. So no matter how you slice it, I'm going to need military. Now, If Horatio goes to war with me, then everybody in his alliance will go to war with me, which means we'll have war with the Sophons, the Riftborn, and the Lumeris. Lumeris are way up here, past Horatio. Riftborn are way over here. Way past everybody. They're on the opposite side of the galaxy, so they're not so much of an issue. There's a couple systems here. Sophons are right here, man. But they're not in range to entwine. If I can't entwine their systems, then I can't invade their systems and occupy them. I can attack them. I can pillage them. I might be able to elevate them, but I'm not able to occupy them. So then I would be attacking their systems not with the intent of occupying, but to just do as much damage as possible. In which case, I wouldn't be sieging them down. I would be attacking with massive fleets of invasion ships and landing thousands of troops per attack wave and just blasting everything to oblivion. All of there'll be huge amounts of damage to the population and the infrastructure improvements on those systems. So it'll be like a whole nother kind of warfare going on when it comes to the planetary or system invasions, right? So I think that's the way I'm looking at that is maybe that's going to happen. Yeah, and if it does, then that's the way I'm playing it. Also, that's a Quadronix Fleet Shield. No, never mind. I thought that was like a fleet movement module. I was like, yeah, the fleet movement module would be good, but no. Okay, so all right, so we have now gained control of Zhuyin, and I'll get everything queued up for that off camera. So now they're down to just Baton. And we already have military fleet there. I'll make sure I leave. See, the Triad fleet is there. It's 8,000 attack. I'll leave some military base there, and then I'll just move everything else out. Everything I don't need, I'll start moving it northward, and we'll start heading up this way. Maybe. I don't know. Those fleets are so fast. Those heroes make the fleets so fast. I may have the ability to pivot. Like if this turns to war, I'm going to have one up here engaging Horatio, and I'm going to have the other one over here engaging the Sophons, most likely. Pretty cool setup with a ring-type galaxy, right? Like, there's not going to be a whole lot of crossing the center, probably. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe if the Riftborn decided to assist with the attacks or whatever, they might come flying across. We'll see. Okay, so let's just rock through these messages here. Actually, let's see what else we can attack. Let's do some more entwining. A positron. Pirates. 151. Interesting. My vine ships are completely unarmed. I don't think the pirates would do very much damage. That one's so weak, right? You can entwine. You'll be done in one turn. This fleet can entwine at ESO. Will be done in one turn. And we had the third Vine fleet coming up from down south. Let's see. There are 13 ships here. They're all Vine ships. Let's see. Currently, we're at 12 turns to go. Yeah, they're not all together, are they? Alright, let's add these guys in here. Four turns. Okay, we're done in one turn. Okay, this guy has 10 movement. Still one turn. Is he not able to entwine over here? Oh, it's out of range. Well, I messed that up, didn't I? Well, darn. Okay. Those guys are all out of movement. So let's see if we take these two out. 2 turns. Nope. Still 2 turns. One turn. Okay. Okay, so that's 12. 12, 13, 14, 15. So anyway, we'll get these entwined here next, and I think we'll end up getting them all grouped up together into one fleet. It may end up breaking up where some of them go over here, some of them go over here, and then we end up eventually like meeting up at the same place or something, and to where we're all 15 in one spot. So that's done. That's done. Citizen science. Okay, and okay, planetary specialty. So this lets you eliminate negative anomalies. It lets you counter negative anomalies. Let's see here. Like this one, irradiated. You can take away the negative aspects of irradiated, which there aren't any positive ones. Sometimes you'll have mixed anomalies. And then with these structures, Dust Bonanza, if you have reduced anomaly, it adds extra dust income. And then there's one for science as well, School of Geniuses, where it increases your science production if you have a negative anomaly, and it increases even more if you have reduced the anomaly. So I'll go through off camera and run through all my systems and add those those upgrades. So this is what I've been building for system upgrades. A lot of good stuff. So I've been doing the Mech Suit Quarter, which adds resource generation for both strategic and luxury. I've been building these Schools of Geniuses, Dust Bonanzas, hazardous mining facilities, increases your industry on planets that you've colonized that have strategic resources. Building a few thorns, a few microwave pipes still coming out. Doing a little terraforming on the newer systems. And there you have it. So I'll do the rest of that off camera. We have populations that grew. And as usual, I'll do that stuff off camera. Ooh, looks like we got a Bagaba. That's good. Still don't have those everywhere. We still don't have... yeah, and I don't see any of them that grew. Excuse me. We don't have Epistus everywhere. We don't have Yusho everywhere. So there's a lot of spreading, shipping, population all over the place. That's still in progress. Definitely still in progress. Okay, heroes. He reached level 10. Yes, that's the easy choice there. Plus 2 more deposit value on strategic resources. So right now AG4 is where he is stationed. So he's producing 10. It says the 11 there, so maybe it's 10 and a half. Oh, AG4, it's plus 10. Okay, let's boost him up. Apply. Now it's plus 12. Cool. Nice. That governor is level 11. Minus 40% dust upkeep on systems. Sure. Okay. Lost to Calgaros at BP22. That's a recently conquered system from United Empire. Yeah, it happens. When the population are very, very unhappy, they're mutinous, they have a very low food production. Minus 153 from mutinous. It's basically neutralized. You see it's plus 159 from planet. So you have the population basically refusing to work. So they're not farming, they're not producing food, so then they just starve. That improves with time. As you can see, each turn I'm getting a plus 12% ownership. So after whatever nine turns, I guess, then they're totally happy under the new management. Let's see, that's a pretty good one. We'll go ahead and take that one. Okay, Governor Baramaksa. A whole bunch more influence. This is at BH31. Huh, could actually use more food. It's not at 600. Oh, wait. I'm thinking of endless speed. On an endless speed game, it's 600 food to make one population, but on normal speed game, it's only 300. So yeah, more food doesn't really help us out, except for if we build... It does help us out if we build the super biofuel factory, though, because all the excess food becomes industry. Everything that's over if your population is maxed out. So I guess it might be useful after all. The division has come to an end, as well as the effects. Okay, that was an event we had going. Objective achieved. Have 19 science and exploration technologies unlocked. So now our Epistus produce an extra +1 influence and our -1 approval for 20 turns. All right. Let's go ahead and go over to the Craver area and let's do some hunting of the civilian food fleets. Yeah. Boom. 1. A 2. A 3. That's it, just 3 this time. Excuse me. Okay. This one can guard. So this is a nice choke point. This one catches ships coming this way from Idris. And having one at Sirma catches everything that comes through here. Thea seems to catch some every now and then. I'd like to have one at Giovanna's, but you can't have everything. I flew this one over from, I think, Wee. Let's see how far this is from Idris. How many moves is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 moves. See, and he runs a movement of 5, so the Cravers could pop out a fleet and come hit at Wee, so that's not a great situation. That one cannot make it over. Can this one make it over? I guess I'll just leave it as is. I'd rather have this guy have a scout with vision radius. But, oh well. Okay, so we got 900 dust and 900 dust and 900 dust. Okay, cool. Only have a couple things left to look at. This guy can just... Okay, so I see it's guarded. There's an invasion happening. Sophons are invading it. Okay. Go Sophons. Let's take a peek and get a little bit more information. And I guess he'll just pass the turn. And this guy is not able to entwine. That was a whoopsie. Oops. Yeah, sometimes I make mistakes for sure, man. I am not a pro player by any stretch of the imagination. I make lots and lots of mistakes. Okay, so I think that's about it for this turn. What I'm going to do is go around and build these negative anomaly reduction things everywhere. I'm gonna, everywhere that I need to make adjustments in the build queues, I'm gonna do that. Everywhere that needs to shuffle populations around, I'm gonna do that. And I think that's it, man. These are the laws we're running. I think I'm gonna go down to just one turn per recording at this point. Doing double headers has been a bit of a strain on my time because I have to do a lot of stuff off camera, and it's sometimes multiple hours off camera if I'm being really meticulous, and just haven't been able to really work in double turns very easily. And then last night, yesterday when I did my YouTube upload, I had a couple of interruptions, and so anyway, I had more editing to do. It took YouTube between 7 and 8 hours to process the 1 hour video into HD. So that's just a long time, and it made the videos, that's been happening the last couple of days. So I'm going to just start putting the videos out. I'm just going to switch over to like one turn per video, and it's a little more easy to watch, right? If it's not like, an hour long video, if it's like, 30, 25, 30, 40 minute video, I think it's probably a little easier to watch anyway. So we're at the size of turn at this point where I think it's probably just one turn per recording is probably what's going to happen most of the time. So that's what I'm going to switch to. I'll kind of adjust that to that format. And I guess that's it for this turn. See you guys in the next one, and thanks everybody for watching.